shadows where justice burns. Tiff and the Punisher. Rise. Street lights flicker, the city's on fire. Tiff walks the line with a cold desire. Punisher's shadow, the hammer falls hard. No mercy for evil, they're playing their card. Through the alleys of pain and the rivers of blood, they hunt down the guilty, they're the judge and the flood. But every war needs a mind that can see, a voice in the chaos that cuts to the core. Tiff and the Punisher carving the night, punishing sinners beneath the pale light. Becca steps in with that smart-ass grin, brainiac queen, always right from within. She's figuring out the world one fact at a time, calling out the lies with a razor-sharp mind. You think you're clever? Watch me prove you wrong. Becca's in the mix, and the truth marches on. Becca's the spark in the tactical storm, smart-ass remarks that keep the whole team reformed. Equations and evidence, she's cracking the code, while the Punisher's bullets write the final ode. Tiff holds the line with the fearless command. Together they're unstoppable, a punishing band. Becca won't rest till the puzzle is solved. She's right every time and the problem's resolved. When the world's gone mad and the answers won't bend, she'll dissect the chaos and break it again. Smart-ass brainiac, queer the fight. Tiff and the Punisher on the night. Tiff and the Punisher carving the night, punishing sinners beneath the pale light. Becca steps in with that smart-ass grin, brainiac queen, always right from within. She's figuring out the world one fact at a time, calling out the lies with a razor-sharp mind. You think you're clever? Watch me prove you wrong. Becca's in the mix, and the truth marches on. Tiff and the Punisher. Becca's got the answers. Justice never sleeps. Tiff came to me when the night was growing cold. Said the papers, they were coming for the young and for the old. I told her I was weary from the battles we had seen. She looked at me and smiled, said we still got the dream. They twist the rules in silence, hide their errors in the files, split the families apart with their bureaucratic smiles. But Tiff stood up steady with that quiet fire in her eyes, said the truth is gonna rise like the sun across the skies. Tiff and the Punisher, turning darkness into light. When the weight gets heavy and the system starts to bend, Tiff and the Punisher keep fighting till the end. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher keep on rolling on. I told about the mothers crying in the pouring rain, guardianship chains and the endless paper game. Tiff just nodded softly, said we got a better way. Upload the case, watch the violations fade away. Every hidden violation, every crooked call exposed. AI justice shining where the light of truth is owed. From the quiet living rooms to the courthouse marble halls, Tiff and the Punisher answer when the people call. Tiff and the Punisher rolling through the night. Tiff and the Punisher turning darkness into light. When the weight gets heavy and the system starts to bend, Tiff and the Punisher keep fighting till the end. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher keep on rolling on. There are things you can replace and others you cannot. When the children need protecting, you give everything you've got. The wheel keeps on turning, friends, and it won't slow down. Tiff and the Punisher keep turning it around. Got your back, they're doing fine. One click, one case, and the remedy begins to shine. Justice rolling steady like the river in its time. Tiff and the Punisher rolling through the night. Tiff and the Punisher turning darkness into light. When the weight gets heavy and the system starts to bend, Tiff and the Punisher keep fighting till the end. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher, Tiff and the Punisher keep on rolling on. Tiff and the Punisher keep on rolling. Tiff and the Punisher, light goes on.
That was weak. That was weak. That was very weak. What's up, Tiff?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. There we go. Wow. Sounds like good times in Funland. So what have you learned today, Tiff? Anything good? No, nothing good at all. You know, I talked to the Canton Hall of Shame people. Make sure they have their kids' color run this week. That sounds wicked fun. They color the kids all up. They have a big thing. I don't exactly know what they go. It's music. It's little kids running around and coloring themselves. But they're doing that this weekend. So that's really cool. I'm losing track of the name of their subgroup that's doing it. I'll come up with that here in a minute. As you can see, I'm not in my normal stoop. But I will come up with it. Also, Garza is still coming on this week. We've got 2 more days, and I don't know if he has to come on Friday. Then we'll schedule a day in for him for that too. But don't forget, Friday is May Matters Day too. So we'll do that. And then that new app, Tiff. Did you see? Oh, don't forget our Facebook page too. We've got the new Facebook page, Tiff and The Punisher. So you guys need to check that out. It's really cool. Obviously, it's just that. And Tiff, it says that you are an admin on it. So I don't know what we're gonna have to do to make that work, but we're gonna have to do something. And then of course we have the new app, the family, find your family loved ones on that app. It's up on all the pages. If you guys know people that are missing family members through the CPS thing, please use that app because the more people we get on that app, the more people we can find with that app. So it's kind of like the more you grow, the more you can go, the more you can grow type deal. So if everybody can do that stuff, that would be great.
And our book.
Yep, and our book. We got the book. You get that at Amazon. The Constitution is our armor. CPS is the enemy. Don't forget that. Obviously on Amazon you get it for $9.99. And if you are on if you're on the Kindle Unlimited, I think it is, or something like that, you get it for free. So you can't beat that. So and then of course there's Stay Calm CPS is Coming is also available on Amazon, and that's the other book that we have. Whew, boy, there's a lot to get out at that first minute now that we're doing this. So to no avail. Tonight's Becca night, Brainiac Queen. I shouldn't say Brainiac Queen because you're the queen. So Brainiac Woman. And she's here. So let's bring Becca out and see what Becca has to say. We're going to learn something tonight.
Are you guys going to learn something tonight?
We're trying to. What are you going to teach us, Becca?
The first thing I'll teach you tonight is that it's the Canton Hall of Shame. Is
yes.
Their page.
No, but yeah, but what's the angels? The angels. Look underneath them. There's should be like oh my God, I can't believe I'm having this brain fart. I don't dare to touch a button on my phone, so I'm afraid it'll go somewhere else and I'll never come back. Angels Advocacy, that's what it is. All right, cool. Angels Advocacy is the one that's putting on the kids color run. So if you look that up, you can find that stuff. It's pretty cool. I saw their gear and all that stuff today. And I don't know if we're putting it on live or not, but we were all talking about that. That was all I was talking about. So, that's my mother probably saying, "Where car?" And I'm in it, Mom, while you're watching me on TV. So I'll be home when I'm doing the show. So anyway, yeah. So it's the Angel Advocacies group, and they're putting on the kids color run, and doing a bunch of things for the children of CPS affected families. And it's good to hear a lot of people doing things for CPS children, because it seems like for a little while that got lost. And people weren't being concerned about the children that are being taken away. But really, in all honesty, at the end of the day, they're all the true victims of all of this. And we've got to pay focus to that, because that's the future. And it's bad enough that our government has created, well, dare I say, millions of psychopaths now. For what they've done to them by stealing them from their families and ripping these kids' hearts out and spitting on them and everything else that the government's done. So we need to really start paying attention and trying to get these kids some help and some healing, because we're not, up until this point, we're not doing it, I don't think. And the stuff with the foster care and all that Donald Trump talks about and his wife talks about, the only thing that does to me is scares me, to make me think that they're gearing up to take more kids. That's the way I think about it. When they start putting money into more of a program.
Yep. Into expanding foster homes. Like, right. What are you doing? Like, you're just literally, you just are even more so incentivizing the system.
You're either incentivizing it, or you're creating a bigger network of we're taking more kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because most of the CPS budgets are based on use it or lose it. I don't know if you guys know that, but
yeah.
So the way that it works is you have to match last year's numbers before you can get these bonuses and these incentives that they give you. So your town, if they did 100,000 kids last year, let's just say, I know that's not the number, but let's just say it was, they have to again take 100,000 kids because they don't get that money until they get 100,001.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Well,
really kind
here's
of
the
screwed up.
thing. I sent this to my work group that I'm going to have on Wednesday. And it says ACF announces 7.5 million preventive grants to support implementations of foster care prevention services. So this article says that they want to try to keep more kids in their homes versus putting them in foster care. So let's see what happens. So I did send this, and this is the response I got. I'll find out if Virginia Department of DSS is applying.
Well, we obviously know it's not, because I gave you that statistics board
Yeah.
for Virginia that they're obviously not. I mean, literally, what is it like? I think North Carolina is like 26 times more they spend in like. I know you're not in North Carolina, you're in Virginia, but I can't remember what yours was per se, but California's was like 66 times more that they were spending in removal cost than they were in prevention cost. 66 times.
That's
Well, I
more
guess
than.
we're going to find out.
Yeah, well, you're going to do something about that in your Virginia stuff.
Oh yeah, because that's what that
mean,
was the reply from the attorney. Let me see if Virginia is complying.
Yeah, because we all know they're not. Well, I reached out to my go ahead.
No, go ahead. You first, Becca. It's your
I
night.
actually reached out to my because I guess the legislators or whatever, they all have they have a child and human services committee. Okay. So I reached out to every one of the I think there's like 13 representatives that are in this committee. I reached out to all of them today, and I actually got a response back from a representative. And I guess it was probably just his assistant, just, confirming that she did get the message, and she wanted to know if there was anything else wanted to have forwarded to him. So I guess that's a step in somewhat of a right direction.
What were we getting at, though? What was the point of that one? Where were
The
we
point
going with that?
is, because Tiff said that you're trying to make change, so that was me saying hey, I literally reached out to a representative today through
You
that
made me
whole
forgot
committee.
what I was going to say for that. You made me forget what I was going to come out and
I
say. Is
told
that
you to
you
go
in front of
ahead.
me?
You didn't.
Now I
You go
forgot
ahead.
what I was going to say. Oh yeah, Tiff. Are they aware of how you act in the publics and everything? Do they know that you're ready to kick the shit out of CPS there?
Oh yeah. The minute I called her, I texted her. I said, I need you to call me ASAP. The minute I told her that I had a CPS case, she said, what? And I said, yeah. And I said, and she wants to do a home assessment. I said, and I sent her the medical paper. She's like, absolutely not. This is straight retaliation because you're loud and proud about going up against this system.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, they're all aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I just didn't make sure that they weren't thinking that you were a Sally Homemaker coming in there with a long skirt on and be quiet in the back taking notes. I mean, I just wanted to make sure that they know what they were getting themselves involved in here.
Well, actually, I got an email yesterday. So this is our third one, but at the second committee, we always vote on which ones are the most important to work on for the legislative body. And whoop, whoop, the family Miranda rights was number one. Whoop, whoop, that's going to be my group. And we're going to try and incorporate body cams for CPS in that same bill.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, that was abrupt. To see.
So Darren.
Yes, Tiff.
We talked about this. I have to have that stuff by Thursday.
Yep. I've already got it cranking. You're good. You are good. I got you under control. I've got you, Tiff. I got you. I might take things down to the wire, but I always get things finished. So I mean, and
My
that's
meeting's
the
at
truth.
noon. My meeting's at noon.
Okay, so a little more pressure, but that's fine. By noon, you will have what you need. So we'll make sure of that, Tiff. You've got it.
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe.
on it, Tiff. Just like from that movie. Oh, was it that movie I wanted to talk about? Was it Babysitters Club? Was that what it was? Was that the movie with that blonde haired chick and she was talking about, I'm on it, Rose? That was the line from it. If any of you can, I think that's what it was. And there was that blonde chick, Christina Applegate was in it. And then her brother was like one of those, like 90s stars or whatever. Um, I forget who he was. He kind of looked like David Faustino or whatever his name, but he doesn't. That's not who it is. So
Darren, I
I
think
think
you're
it
the
was
only
Baby.
one that watches those kind of movies because my shows are
No,
snapped the first 48 because I'm probably going to be on one of those shows one day.
yeah. Well, I think you already were you not? I
I
think you've
was,
already been
I
on.
was,
I think you've
I
already
was,
been on one.
I was actually a week away from being premiered on America's Most Wanted.
Well, the
That doesn't
accomplishments we
surprise
have
you.
in life.
Yeah, you probably got a certificate and everything.
That's like somebody literally posted on my Facebook the other day. They posted a picture of my mugshot on
Oh,
one
that's
of my
cool.
on one of my posts, like on one of my like info posts. They posted a picture of my mugshot and said, "Is this you?"
Well, that's when you know you're doing something right when they're starting to pull out your mugshots.
And I'm like, I just had to laugh because I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like, and
I
I
would
didn't
get a
deny
kick.
it.
I would get a kick out of finding Tiff's mugshot. That would be funny as hell to find hers.
I'm just like, but I'm
Well,
like sitting here like, what the, like,
just
what are you trying to
know
do?
I smile in all my mugshots,
I
okay?
was too.
Yeah, see?
So it's
Yeah.
all right. I'm like, hey, I just thought it was funny because I'm like, well, what are you trying to do? Like, you think that that's gonna discredit me? Did you
What
not
was the
read?
what was the whole premise of it? Like they were just trying to be a dink and be like, "Oh, look at she's been in jail" or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
pretty much. I mean, I suppose
So
because
what?
that's literally the only thing it was my mugshot and it says, "Is this you?" And it
Who
was from
cares?
anonymous. And I'm like, okay, Ian.
Oh, that's even better. Anonymous. Oh, here I don't have the balls to tell you who it is, but I'm going to call you out in public. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Uh,
okay.
when I had my mugshot done, the internet was not a thing to be posting on. So
Yeah,
that's
that was back in like MySpace days and that stuff.
it was way before that too.
This was like
You're
AOL
right.
times.
You're
It was
right. We
before
didn't even.
that. If
Oh
there were no
shit.
Yeah, they didn't.
computers in homes yet.
Well, then we had the Commodore 64, Tiff.
The prehistoric days. Sorry, let's
Yes. So like yeah,
We
in
did have the Commodore
93.
64. Oh yeah, I wasn't even out of high
93.
school yet. Were you? I
So
wasn't even. Yeah, I wasn't even out of. Okay, I wasn't even out of high school yet in '93. I didn't graduate till '96. So, um,
I graduated in
uh,
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow.
Right?
how old are you?
34.
Yeah.
Girl,
34.
I got kids older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yep. She sure does. She sure does. We could be your parents, Becca.
Darren, you could not be my parent. You're only like 10 years older than me. When were you
What
born?
are you?
Were you
Three?
born
How
in
many years
78?
older than you?
When
Yeah,
were you born?
78.
7? Yeah, so my baby so 13 years older than me. 12,
Yep.
12 years older than me.
No, okay. This day and age, it could be a parent.
Shut up,
Seems like.
Darren. Well, that's the truth, but
Well, I'm just yeah. This day and age, that's the way it is. But
I mean, yeah, because
um, anyway,
my dad would. I mean, hell, my mom's what now? My mom is. She was born in 68, so she's 58 now. I mean, I know Tiff.
No,
Yeah.
no,
So
she's way older than that. Oh no, yeah, you're probably right. I forgot. Never mind. So anyway, I'm
no,
getting my
Yeah,
numbers
68.
mixed up.
68 would be that. Yeah, 68.
Yeah,
yeah,
68.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
oldest
she's
coming over you,
58.
Tiff.
Yeah, it is because my
That's the
husband was
oldest
born in
coming over.
67. So to guess what today is, guys?
Day 60.
Woo woo! Yep. My lawyer said give them till
Yep.
Friday. If you don't have your letter by Friday, send it out Friday afternoon. The demand letters, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. So
I
they,
know.
if you don't get that, then they can come right back after you then, right?
Well, if it was somebody
Because
that
we've
didn't
never
know any
really talked
better.
about this. Oh shit. We've never really talked about this, about what happens to you. I mean, we did yesterday. Let me turn this off because I seem like I have more better when I'm off. There we go.
Well, I've had it happen to me before. I
This,
know that essentially so the first time they ever closed my case, like they come out to my house and they made me like sign a bunch of paperwork, right? Because I had worked a case plan. But the second time, I didn't actually get a like termination letter. And then this past time that they were just here when I didn't supposedly take Mason to the psychologist for, his psychological evaluation. They didn't also, she sent me a text saying that they were closing it, but I haven't gotten any written confirmation.
You need to get that, and I'm going to tell you why. It's so important that parents get these letters. Because what happens is they're going to say the case was either unfounded, founded, or there's a couple other
Hmm.
things they say in Virginia. But the reason you need this is because they tell you they're going to keep you on a list for 3 years for the same child. And why it's so imperative that you get this, you have to take that paper, go to the circuit court, and have it expunged immediately. And they have to purge it. Because what happens is if you don't do that, they'll keep you in the system for 3 years, my ass. They keep you in
Hmm.
that system until that child is 18, and they'll be like, oh, well, X amount of years ago, there was a complaint on the same child, even though we
So that's how
closed
they
the
retake
case.
jurisdiction.
Correct. So they're going to give me my closure letter. And when I go and get
right.
my closure letter, if I have to go up there, I'm leaving a copy of the Constitution is the armor and CPS is the enemy. I'm leaving it for the director.
Hell yeah. Sign that baby.
Oh, I am. But my point is,
Hmm.
everybody has to get that, right? Some locations that I found out here in Virginia said that they don't have to, even though these parents have seen the statute and sent the statute in. It says after 45 to 60 days, the department shall send a closure letter. They're saying
Shall.
shall does not
Yep.
mean that they have to. And the attorney, because one of those parents is in this work study group, she was like, that no, shall means they have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Not
Shall
may,
absolutely
it's
means that they
shall.
have to.
Right. It
May
does.
means,
It
Right.
says shall.
yeah. May means that they have an option, but shall means a definitive they absolutely have to.
Well,
Yeah. Shall
again,
means you
here's
damn well better be
CPS.
giving me that letter.
Right. But again, here we go with
Right.
CPS not following code, statutes, rules, policies, and procedures. This is
What are
just a
you
prime
talking about?
example.
What are you talking about? The clerks don't even know their. Well, I mean, you really
Mhm.
can't blame them. I mean, especially when the clerks don't even know the definitions of the words. So, what are we talking about, guys?
Right.
Come on.
But you know what? We really should look up
Hmm.
what qualifies somebody to be a clerk, because I'm telling you, if it's the same as a sheriff, all they need is votes.
Yep. That
I
is
think a
an.
clerk is appointed, aren't they?
No. Well, like,
Our circuit court clerks are voted in. We vote on them.
Do they?
I know. I know that
I
some
don't
of
know
them
that.
are. Hold on, I'll look it up.
All right. Yeah, Becca, you're on that. I don't have any computers right now.
The head circuit court clerk is voted in here. Our judges are appointed though. And I just heard that one of the judges that would never hear my case with my name on it just retired July 1st.
So wait a minute. If the judges are appointed, does that make them Article 3 judges, or does that make them, what kind of judge are they?
No, they're ALJs.
Yep, they're administrative law judges.
So then they're the ones that we don't listen to.
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. Like it's not real court. Like it's not real court. Especially in courts that aren't of record, like Virginia.
Right. Becca, can you pull up my my page and play that video that's on there about the ALJ opposed to Article 3 judges?
Will you stop copying my stuff? That's literally
take
one of
your
the
stuff from
courses
me.
I have. That's literally one of the courses I have in the freaking school community. ALJ versus Article 3. Okay, so
This person has a pretty good
That's pretty good on what?
what is
okay.
it?
So it says in Ohio. Okay, so this is just in Ohio. The answer depends on which court you're talking about. The municipal court. Okay, the clerk of the court of common pleas is generally elected by the voters of the county. And the municipal and county court clerks for municipal courts and many county courts, the clerk may be elected by the voters or appointed by the judges, depending on statute creating that court and local structure. Federal courts appointed by judges. Qualifications. Only thing they have to qualify is must be 18 years or older, can be a qualified elector, so a registered voter, meet the residency requirements for the office, and file the required nominating petitions or otherwise qualify for the ballot.
And in Virginia, we pick our circuit court clerk. They serve a term of 8 years, and they manage court records, property deeds, handle probate matters, and issue marriage license. So now I'm going to find out about JD&R, but I'm pretty sure that they just get hired.
Huh. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Did you find it, Becca?
What am I looking for? Sorry. I'm on my laptop, but my phone's like burning hot.
So how about the circuit court
clerks?
Are y'all ready for this? The circuit court clerks are the constitutional officers.
So the federal court clerks.
No. The circuit court, all circuit court judges in Virginia, this is only for Virginia, are constitutional. They're constitutional officers elected by the people.
Now, what does that mean? That they're constitutional officers?
Well, I guess when I go to circuit court, I'm going to find out.
I guess you are. I know that the clerks hold the most power. They are like the power of the courts.
Okay,
they'll make or break what goes on in.
So this is what it says for Virginia. It says judges are appointed. Those clerks and their staff are appointed directly by and serve at the pleasure of the Chief Judge of General District Court. So our judges are elected by our Virginia General Assembly, and they each serve a 6-year term.
Wow. Hmm.
So I guess you have to be buddy with the judge and know how to type a little bit and look at a calendar. And you become a juvenile domestic clerk. And it says that they serve the district judge. That's their job.
Everything. Every bit of what the judge does, everything is right down to getting his lunch, everything.
So why don't they just call them a secretary? Because that's what they are.
Well, because it wouldn't seem, I guess the secretaries for the common people, or maybe it's because the secretaries are reserved for higher executive branch powers, maybe because that's where you got the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of all of that. I don't know. That's just my guess, my interpretation of that. Let's see, what do we got in comments? Anything going on?
No. Shall be an elected quadrennial and clerk of court who shall assume office for 4 years.
Oh, good, Chris. Erica, did you see the app? Because I created that app with you in mind. Did you see the app, Erica? You weren't here yesterday when we announced it, but I wanted you to see. I wanted to know that you saw it and that you know what's up. Because that was done with you in my mind when we built it. So I want to make sure that you know and are aware of the app. Tammy's in the house. But Erica, you did see that, correct? You saw the app? Erica, you saw the app. Yeah, I was trying to pull up this video for you guys off this. If I go away, then I'll be back. But I'm gonna try to.
I asked you where you wanted me to go. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
I asked you where you wanted me to go. Darren.
He froze.
I'm like, making sure I'm still alive over here.
Hold on, I got to deal with a little issue.
Uh-oh. let's see here. I know that I found it. Domestic relations, maybe it was in here. Divorce, adoption, children, parentage, neglect. Let's see here. I guess I'll just ask. What is the judge?
Becca, are you typing?
Uh-huh. Why? Typing one-fingered. Be admitted to
I guess Darren got kicked off. I don't know.
probably. I know that common pleas juvenile division judge has exclusive or primary jurisdiction over matters including abuse, neglect, dependency, parentage, and many counties, administrative authority. The Ohio County senior juvenile judge also serves as the administrative judge of the juvenile division. This is under Ohio law. That judge has statutory authority to hire and supervise juvenile court employees, appoint and supervise magistrates, formerly called referees, assign personnel, oversee the administration of the juvenile division, and establish internal operating procedures for the division. Although the juvenile division judge is part of the common pleas, the judge is independent of the county commissioners, is independent of the clerk of courts in making judicial decisions, must comply with Supreme Court of Ohio rules of superintendence, the Ohio judicial conduct, and applicable constitutional statutory law. Let's see here. Although juvenile division judge is part of the Court of Common Pleas, the judge is independent of the county commissioners. Well, is independent of the clerk of courts in making judicial decisions. Judge and the clerk of courts are independent because they perform different constitutional statutory functions. One exercises judicial authority, the other performs ministerial and record-keeping duties. Neither is subordinate to the other in a way a supervisor manages an employee. Judge decides cases. A judge's authority includes interpreting and applying the law, conducting hearing, trial, ruling on motions, determining facts and credibility, issuing judgments and orders, extrajudicial discretion not be delegated to the clerk. The clerk maintains the official record. Clerk's authority generally includes accepting filings, maintaining the docket, issuing summonses, subpoenas, and writs as authorized by law, entering judgments and orders on the journal, certifying copies of records, collecting fees and court costs, preserving the official file. These are largely ministerial duties. The clerk generally does not decide legal questions. The judge cannot control the clerk's independent statutory duties. Although a clerk must carry out duties required by law and process orders issued by the court, a judge generally cannot tell the clerk to ignore statutory filing requirements or alter the official record. So wait a minute here. This is not making any form of sense. Because if that's the case, then that Ohio allows the judge to also be the clerk. My earlier explanation was a general description of the relationship between judges and clerks. Juvenile courts in Ohio have a unique statutory structure. Under Ohio Revised Code 2151.13, the default rule for many juvenile divisions is the juvenile judge is the clerk of the judge's own court, unless the juvenile judge and the elected clerk of courts enter into a written agreement providing that the elected clerk of courts will provide the juvenile records. The statute specifically says if the juvenile judge and the elected common pleas court agree in writing and journalize the agreement, the elected clerk of courts keeps the juvenile records. Otherwise, the juvenile judge is the clerk of the judge's own court. Does that mean the judge is literally acting as a filing clerk? Not usually. When the statute says the judge is the clerk, it means the judge is the legal custodian of the juvenile court records and the official responsible for this clerk's statutory functions. In practice, the judge almost always delegates the day-to-day work to duty clerks, court employees to the juvenile court. The judge is not personally sitting at the filing window accepting pleadings. Why does it matter? It changes the separation of powers within that court. When the juvenile judge is also the statutory clerk, the juvenile court's filing office is generally under the judge's administrative authority, not the elected county clerk of court. The juvenile court's filing office is generally under the judge's administrative authority. The judge is both the judicial officer deciding cases and the statutory custodian of. What the?
This is exciting.
What?
I'm trying to find this page right here. A
I
page
asked
on Facebook.
what you wanted me to do. And he cuts out again. What the?
Did me.
Now, what did you say? Because I didn't hear a word you just said.
On my page, there is a woman describing what the differences between the ALJ judges are and the Article 3 judges. It's like the second video down.
On what
you
page?
could play that on my Fight CPS.
Oh, on Facebook?
Correct.
That's where I needed to know where to go to. Hold on.
On the book.
Facebook.
On the book. I think it says like people should really watch this or something on the caption. This person's always been right, or this is right, or something. Yeah, because a lot of people should know the difference between these judges. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference when you're in the courthouse itself, but it's for good talking points and great conspiracy talk and everything else. Because I don't think anything really when you're in these courthouses really make 2 bits of a standard norm of anything.
Right. Well, that and, you know, like I was just reading, like ours in Ohio, the judge can be both. They can be the judge and the clerk of court.
Wow. Yeah, because they're doing the administration stuff, right? Doing the paperwork.
Because they are essentially the keeper of the record.
Right.
So
unless you're in Virginia, which doesn't have one.
Well, that too. Let's see here. Berwick. No, that's not it. It's not the second one down, Darren.
I was just guesstimating. I don't know where it is now. It was the one that was. I think it's just a picture of a lady standing there.
Okay, no, it's not Thomas Clayton Cole. It's not
No.
Thomas Clayton Coleman. Okay.
No.
Kidnapping, where Judge Constantine. Wait. Trafficking and rape. That's another guy. That's the amp. Come on. Load. All right, we're going to see if I can just go to your videos because I don't know what. Just go. Your post filters. Okay, filters. Oh, did you see? We haven't made it. I'm happy. We haven't made it to the in the best interest of webpage yet.
Yeah,
Oh
we were
my
talking
god.
with them last night. They're gonna.
Oh, were you? Yeah, because I was like, I literally saw Johnny Wicks's post last night about how I guess they were talking about him on there. And he was
Yeah,
like, I
well,
don't see he's like, I don't know.
yeah,
They haven't blocked, obviously. But they were going on about Dallas.
yep, they were. They did
And
actual Netflix. I think it's Netflix special or something. They did a mini
yeah.
series on all of these advocates.
Yep. And I'm like,
Um,
oh, buddy.
they're like, where'd you read this stuff? You know, or see this stuff? So I guess it's gonna be pretty damning evidence of what they're according
Canova
to them
Downing.
in the way that we spoke.
I mean, it's got everybody on there besides us. Like, like legit.
Well, that's because we fly straight. We don't fuck around. We don't play games. We stay right on the. We stay in our zone. We don't get involved with the drama bullshit. We just preach the truth and the facts, and that's it. And let everybody else decide what they want to do with the information once they have it. But that's our goal, right? Our goal is just to educate,
Right.
motivate and activate. That's it. Educate, motivate, activate. Boom, done. That's what we try to do.
Yep. And these people literally, and like, I can't even believe it. Like, I'm not even about all that drama. And I'm just like, I'm reading it, but I mean, of course I'm nosy. So of course I'm going to look, what everybody's talking about.
Right.
But I'm like, oh, well, if they just keep their nose clean, they would all essentially be all right.
Hmm.
But everybody's always got to be out to get everybody else. And it's like you said earlier, like people have lost the whole reason for the whole movement.
Yeah, they really have. And like that's why I said at the beginning, we got to remember that this is about the kids. First and foremost, it's about the kids that have been traumatized, that have been destroyed, decimated. All of these words that come out of your mouth, like that's the first forefront of who needs our help with this stuff. It's these children. That's it. Like yes, as parents, we need to help people with understanding and educating them with the law and all of that stuff. But before all of that is these poor kids that are just getting torn from their houses, that get ripped away from their safety blankets, and all they were doing was sucking their thumb, going to bed. They
Right.
don't even know what the hell happened.
Hmm. Well, and
And
that's
it's
like,
just disgusting.
when I just had this last issue with CPS, like I literally wrote to the risk management place at the hospital, like telling them like
Hmm.
this is not okay. Like you don't even
Right.
know what damage you've done. I'm like, because do you not realize like that kids that have been in the system before automatically revert back that trauma that gets brought back up all over again? And, like, then they're worrying
Hmm.
because, oh, well, they think they're gonna get taken away again, like, you don't even know what I don't give a crap about mandated reporters. I get that they have a job to do, but that should be after, you know, evidence
That's
is
right.
reviewed and the part, that upset me the most was that they gave the wrong information multiple times. How do you screw up 3 times in a row and give the
Yeah.
wrong information? And that wrong information is what led to the investigation.
Hmm.
And wait a minute here, like that's no, you can't do that. Like, and just because people don't have due diligence like I do per se,
Hmm.
and kept, hey, I want to know, and that's a scary thing to think about is the fact that there are parents out there that don't do that and they'll just call them. And I cannot tell you how many people I see all the time calling people. And I'm like, stop calling people. Just stop. Because essentially that's all hearsay. You can't have a record when it's not when it's not on paper. I mean, yeah, the audio recordings are okay, but some states it's just always better to just have it in writing. Like Tiff said, in writing. But they don't even realize, and I don't think they really necessarily care. But I did inform, and I informed them, and I informed the counseling center and CPS. I went above everybody. And I informed them all that they need to, because I was like, the first letter I wrote out was generally just like, oh, well, like what, like to try and hold them accountable. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, what procedures are you going to do different, blah, blah, blah. Because what they say they're going to do and what they actually do in practice are two obviously separate things. But, so I'm like, no, I want to hold these people accountable.
Right, absolutely.
Like, I'm not doing this to be
nice.
I don't want to. Yeah. Like, I don't want to do this to just I'm not being nice about it. I want to be nice about it, but I want to be like,
right.
Y'all need to think about this before you continue to do this again. Like, I don't care if there's literally a commission I don't care what they do. And I even told him, like, I would be willing as a parent advocate to volunteer my time in order for you guys to construct something that is helping parents rather than creating chaos and harming them.
Right.
Because that stuff like that happens every day. How many people? I literally know so many people who've literally been freaking for medical neglect or and it's not because of the parent. It's literally false information, misinformation. Somebody's got to be held liable at that point. And don't think for a second that my letter that went to the hospital did not say that they weren't going to get off with it that easy. Because I 100% plan and will execute that plan of suing them for damages. Because they literally cause so much, like, really?
Yeah.
You literally caused that government intrusion based off of your misinformation. And you guys are, and you're just going to take that and just wash it? I don't think so. Sorry, it's not happening. I am still not finding this freaking video.
It's bedtime for us.
Me too. Darren's got to go home. His mom's about to. His mom's going to start crying. Oh, the little turd is on the show.
Nobody loves you. So, Darren, you gonna take us out?
What's that? Yeah, I'll take us out because this is just yeah, that's good. This is good night with Becca. I didn't even hear what was said there. My phone's going in and out now. But make sure you guys check out the app. Check out the app. Make sure that you go to Reunification Central at reunificationcentral.com. That's where it is. That out. Check out the cpspunisher.com. Be here tomorrow night on hold for Garza to show us face, and Thursday, don't forget Angry Citizen, and yeah, everybody else.
Friday May Matters.
We'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, doing the same stuff.
Corruption is going to stop. It's pushing good people over the top. It's causing pain they don't deserve. These fucking judges, what a nerve. I can smell the smoke in the air. People losing their lives every day. We can't stand for this bullshit game. It's time to light this shit on fire. Let's burn the bitch down. They take our lives. Let's burn the bitch down. It should be no surprise. Let's burn the bitch down. They deserve what they get. Let's burn the bitch down. There is no regret. They're taking kids, ruining their future, making dads run scared through the fire. The courts destroying families, they're such a liar. When the days turn into the nights, they give up, they have no fight. When you break the man, you take his soul. When you take his child, consider yourself told. Let's burn the bitch down. They cause our pain. Let's burn the bitch down. We're not insane. Let's burn the bitch down. They had their chance. Let's burn the bitch down. We show our stance. We won't stand for this anymore. Here I am, let's settle the score. I don't wanna bust your balls. Your honor, you need to fall. You lie almost every day. Pissed off parents are on their way. You can get away with this anymore. I'm scared when they pound on the door. You think this is a joke? You'll know better when you smell the smoke. We won't stand